How y'all doing? Ah, how you doing, Cameron? I was not at my computer at the moment, so sorry for just kind of leaving you on red. Um, I did also participate in some mac and cheese. Um, yeah, so been a long week. I've been excited to get back to streaming. Uh, I have a new schedule for anyone who caught that. It's made by an Annecy, I think. It's hard to pronounce their tag that they go by. Um, yeah, so I will. I think I can pull it up. Yeah. Where is it? It's in my downloads, I think. Yeah, I'll have to like open up a little window for it, but um, where is it? I gotta fucking drag out OBS and make it bigger. Uh, do, 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 do. Photo. Where is the photo book? There we go. Uh, and that should be. Hold on, let me crop it a little bit. There we go. Y'all can see it, probably. Yeah, they did a good job on it. How you doing, Cameron? Yeah, they did a really good job on it. I like the aesthetics of it. Let me try and zoom in, actually. There we go. I think so. At least right now. But yeah, they did a real good job on it. Look at all the things. I had to update it because and I made a tweet about it. Well, a tweet and Blue Sky post about it. Um, I I've been getting time zones wrong for like the last month. I kept fucking up time zones. Um, but yeah, like I got EST wrong for the longest time because I'm so used to seeing EST. So like I have to change everything over to Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole thing. It's not too difficult. It's just I've been fucking that up for the last month. So that might have impacted who is coming to my streams because they might have set aside time and I was just not streaming whenever they showed up. But yeah, we're gonna be playing more Final Fantasy XIV. Hopefully we can finish up the Dark Knight quest today. I only have I got to level 58 off stream, which I don't remember what I was last stream. But I should be able to complete it tonight. Because the quests themselves should get me to at least 59. And I might have to do like a couple random queue duties. Mac and cheese. Hold on 1 second, gotta do something. All right. Sorry about that. Just had to fix something real quick. Yeah, there's a new thing that will be coming eventually. I cannot give a specific date because, yeah. Also, you know, totally mysterious post that just happened. Yesterday, I believe I made the post. People are still trying to figure out what that means. Apparently, that not enough cultured gamers in my chat. But yeah, that will be revealed fully next week or the week after. I think the week after next. I just wanted to announce it because I got the thing back for it. So I'm really excited. But yeah, I don't think I should delay any longer. I should just get it all going. Boop, boop, boop. Nope. There we go. All right, it's all working. Yeah, I've been having a little server issues like literally a couple minutes ago, so hopefully everything works. Ugh. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm doing the Dark Knight quest. Excalibur, yeah. I'm on Excalibur. That's the server I'm on. Ooh, my chair. It's in the wrong position. There we go. Chair, yeah. Oh yeah, did I get any new abilities? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, right. I gotta pull up chat. There we go. Yeah, I turn off most pings for servers I'm a part of because, like, I'm a giga lurker. I don't, like, engage with the community. Like, I'm a part of a couple Discord servers, but I don't really, like, do stuff on them. I'm just kind of there. But yeah, some of the stuff I've been up to lately, the Watch Sinners, very good movie. How do you rate gardening? I mean, it's a little hard to do out here. Most of the soil kind of sucks for it, but you know, it's a cool thing to do. I wish I could garden more, but you know, circumstances being as they are. No, I have not read that. If I'm being totally honest, I have not even heard of it. I'm currently listening to the Stormlight Archive books by Bryan Sanderson. They are very good. It's nice to have, like, a completely original setting to dip into. Abyssal Drain. All right, I gotta drink some water and get prepped for this voice because this ravages me a bit. Well, I'm excited because tomorrow or the day after, the new episode of Versus Wolves comes out, and that's gonna be really fun. I can't wait for two good friends' friendship to collapse once again under the weight of their own recommendations. Oh, that's not too far away. I mean, Alaska's a pretty big state, but, like, it's in the state.
I've been thinking, Maple.
Oh, wait, wrong voice.
I've been thinking, Maple. The Pajal likened Relay's spiritual presence to that of a Dravanian, hence why he suggested that she had partaken of dragon blood. Regardless of the cause...
What's up? What's with the oh good lord? The voice is so deep. Yeah. I mean, I also have, like, the grim voice I did for Hollow Knight. I didn't get to do it too much. I really enjoyed doing the voice, but for my own, like... Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it. You can go watch the stream if you want to know what happens with that DLC.
The voice is a bit like this, if I recall. I don't know if it's all picking up on the mic or getting slightly cut out.
Yeah, it's that voice. That one's not hard to do, because it's just a whisper. It's just a stage whisper with a bit of a British accent. The speaker at Target? Oh, okay.
Regardless of the cause, she does hold some affinity with dragons, and she'll never be safe here in Ishgard. If being the operative word, we need to know for certain, which means we must parley with the Dravanian. It will not be easy, I realize. The Dravanians are not wont to entertain outsiders, especially those hailing from Ishgard.
Oh, oh, no, that is a thing of my character talking. Okay.
You've spoken with their leaders.
Oh, you're coming into, like, the middle of Final Fantasy XIV. There's so much I have to I would have to explain to you. So Dravanians are, like, a species that, like, took side with the dragons and, like, partook in dragon blood. But spoilers for there's some stuff going on with that. It's not exactly as things have been told. You can explain on the trip there? Oh my god, I can't. I literally can't. It's too much. I have to, like, give you I'd have to explain to you a 50-hour DLC. Like...
Beg your pardon, but I did not think you so easily readily admitted. Well, well. Pray lead the way.
Okay, so... the whole thing of it is essentially... Oh, well, I'm just teleporting there. There's no on the way there. Essentially, like... we got accused of killing nobility in Ul'dah, which is, like, another city. It's like a desert city. And we had to escape to somewhere, so we went to Ishgard, the Holy See. Which, Ishgard, the Holy See, is a place that is run by the church, and it's noble houses that are associated. They have, like, a zealotous religious order. And that Zealotist religious order is like dragons bad news. And they're like, and there's dragoons, and dragoons are like prided because they're super strong and shit, and they pull their power from a fucking eye, and it's a dragon eye that they ripped out of Nidhogg, a dragon. Well, I'm skipping over A Realm Reborn, which is the beginning. I'm not covering the I'm covering the expansion. So from there, you do a bunch of stuff. You talk to Iceheart, a previous person from the Realm Reborn who was a invoker of Shiva. She also has the Echo, which is like a thing of like you can get visions from the future and past. It's basically the game's built-in exposition dump. And from there, we also have fucking like there's still stuff going on in Ul'dah, and our buddy fucking Alfino is dealing with shit because the Crystal Braves betrayed which is an organization he started, betrayed fucking Ul'dah and like led a sort of coup, but the coup stopped very short because yeah, I'm not gonna fucking explain. There's, you see how much explaining there has to be done? It's too much. I may eventually do a thing where I, like, explain all of the plot of Final Fantasy XIV in, like, a fucking 8-hour stream, because that's how much shit you have to go over.
Thou keepest curious company, mortal. I see. Though I trust thy words, thy companions are unknown to me. A token, then, for them to declare their intent.
The matter is me surviving. I know you might survive, but I might not. I might dry up into a husk.
I would have them gather up grown elm in Alvernia Fallen and bring it to me. But where the beast which were drawn by their fragrance?
Okay.
Right then. Gathering flowers for a dragon. No point in questioning it. Riel and I will search the lands north of here together. You can take the south.
Alright. Yippee! I didn't do all the side quests to get the fucking flight here, but... This dragon needs to go to an optometrist? I mean... They're good. Nah. Wait, I forget what an optometrist is. I'm dumb. There we go, Fallen. Is that a fucking eye thing? Yeah, I think that's an eye thing. Yeah, they're good. They just got red eyes. And Nidhogg had their eyes taken. Like, an optometrist isn't gonna fix your eye being gone. They can give you a, like, replacement that's non-functional, but, like, your eye's gone, man. That's just how it goes. It sucks to suck. Sorry I'm yawning so much. I'm just a yawny guy. Wanted to get his favorite tea blend? I'm sorry, I don't understand that bit. But his favorite tea, yeah, who? There's a lot of guys in this game. The dragon, I don't know, like they don't have a cultural significance and disposition towards drinking tea. They're too busy like planning humanity's downfall. I mean, they have good reason to hate humanity though, because like humanity kind of killed them off. And, like, drank their blood to gain magic powers and shit. I'd be pretty pissed, too, if someone did that to me. Oh, no, they don't have time for that. They're too angry. T is for people who, like, don't have genocidal thoughts. No, they killed their sister. The first dragon who came by, they were like chill, and then humanity was like, hey, those dragons are pretty powerful. What if we like killed them and stole their shit? And then the dragons got really mad. Understandably. But I know the, that Nidhogg is gonna be... Well, Nidhogg and the other dragon, I forget his name. It's like, Jargusfelder, I think? Yeah, it's Jargusfelder. They're gonna be like the antagonists of the next, expansion. But my continuation of FF14 is like no, they're super scaly. The dragons are like armored and shit. They got like horns. I'm sure there's things you can snuggle. There's Moogles in Final Fantasy. There's chocobos, too. Yeah, there's a chocobo here, right here. Look at the chocobo. I mean, yeah, they're extremely dedicated. It's close enough. I mean, Moogles are fluffy guys. They're little guys. I'll eventually encounter one if I go to, like, a lobby area. But, well, like a town hub. But I'm currently questing. Moogles are actually pretty cool, too. There's a couple, like, Moogle characters in Final Fantasy that are neat.
Such fragile, fleeting creations. Bring them close, mortal, that I might breathe deep of their essence.
Dravanian Forelands flower whose dragon speak name roughly translates into calming tree. Bro, we just got this guy his fucking toque. Well, so there's actually a reason why fantasy games have so many stairs in a lot of them, especially for 3D titles. It allows you to load spaces while keeping the player in a continuous, like, static area where the textures aren't going to be too advanced.
That which passeth passeth into death, liveth on in memory.
It's why Dark Souls and Orlando has that, like, really famous tall staircase. Because you're leaving a heavily rendered area into another heavily rendered area with a lot of enemies. So they want a place that's far enough so the enemies will despawn and you can't see that. Also, it looks cool as fuck. That's a secondary factor.
Bid farewell to her in the morn, and find answer thou seeketh.
Okay. So you just told me people die. Oh. Oh yeah. Everyone in this game speaks like fucking annoying ass Old English. Like, as an American, I can appreciate that we abandoned, like, the inferior form of English so we could so we could save more money on our printing presses. Like, who the hell spells color with a U? And I know you might speak that Queen's English. I'm jesting, of course, but yeah. But, well, I thought the cough was to imply that you were, like, British or something. Okay. Alright, we heading up the tower. Is the exit over here? Is there an exit over? Oh, yeah, there is. What's that thingy? Oh, this is a Magitech Deathclaw. It's made with Allegan technology, which are an ancient civilization. And it holds me like a wet cat. The Magitech, magical technology, Deathclaw. It kills people. It's just a mount. See, he's gone. He doesn't bother me. He listens to me.
Let me linger a little while longer, Hunter. Soon my soul shall take wing. I shall miss this. Vidofnir bade you to come to me.
Well, because they're dying.
His scent entwined. Ah, I see it now. We seek no quarrel, O Ancient One, only answers. Come forward, child.
Definitely have a cup of tea.
There you are, my beloved. How long hath it been since we soared through the mist? What did you say? Silence, Dark One.
So she drank the blood of her mate? What the fuck? Okay.
He liveth on in you, child. The blood of my beloved flowereth strong in thy veins. Yet
mingled as it is, 'twas not thee who partook of his essence. Oh, their parents did it. Okay. Were it not so, thou would have been overcome. Thy progenitors drank deep to spur their own becoming.
That it's true. The Temple Knights knew. And they'll never stop. They cannot, even if we flee Ishgard. If we could but harness the Abyss.
You speaketh strange, Dark One. What dost thou seek? Oh god, that sounds like a terrible, terrible viewing experience. Please don't do that. Oh, shrouded in thy rancor, thou standeth apart from thy charge. The folly of youth, even the tiny beings who frolic among the mist of Solomar know a better way. Yeah, but like, you don't split screen audio. What the fuck? You're listening to both of these at the same time. What? Who? No more, Dark One. No more. Farewell, child. Fly free for us. Goodbye, and thank you.
There's not more for us here. To Ishgard.
Yeah, that's miserable. I'm sorry, I cannot respect that decision. I'm going to have to chastise you for that. That sounds like some hard copium, but all right, you do you. Nah. Soul Tyrant yelling. I mean, that's basically my internal monologue whenever I read, like, anything in recent news nowadays. Is just the yells of the damned.
This changes nothing. I swore an oath to protect her, and I mean to uphold it, no matter the cost.
So, these are the knights who would defy the will of Halone. She found us.
My lady surely knows she'll find a few My lady surely knows she'll find few friends here.
Blessed are we who abide by her grace, for we are never forsaken. What? What is that? An intelligible chatterhead? One day I, Yggdrasil of the Calinot, will walk in her halls, and you shall answer for your deeds. Will you stand before her and claim you are righteous? That it was just to take so many lives in defense of that abomination? Repent of your sins and surrender it to me. The Fury may yet spare your souls.
So yours is the righteous cause. To condemn a girl for death for her parents' deeds, this is the will of Halone?
Yes. Yes, it is. And if you not see the reason, even with the full knowledge of facts, then I shall Make to you all a final offer. Submit to a trial by combat. It's echoing, yeah. Survive and you may go in peace. Fall and it is mine. Refuse and I shall put this tavern to the torch and have the heads of every man, woman, and child here. Anyone who dares harbor you shall suffer the same, here or elsewhere. This I swear to you.
Would that we could settle this here and now, but I'd wager your men at the doors would take offense. As you wish, my lady. You shall have your trial.
I shall send a messenger with the details. Whoa, what? Okay. Mother, wait. Whoa, that's crazy. I should have had them cut out your tongue. The handsome lad? Which one? This guy? Oh, he's Suduguru, which I don't know much about him. Oh, fuck, I accidentally skipped dialogue. Bad parenting incarnate? No, he's chill. The other woman, yeah, she's terrible. She wanted to kill her daughter. But he is a Dark Knight who had training from another Dark Knight, and he's helping us on our journey as we help to protect this girl. She told them to take me. She said I wasn't hers, that I was...
Why didn't you tell me this was all your mother's doing? I bled for you. Frey died for you. We had the right to know.
I didn't mean for...
God damn it all. Leave us, Maple. I need time to think.
Damn. Damn, we just got a power from, like, a scalding. Your dark side stirs at the presence of pain. Jesus Christ, bro. This is so edgy. And anger, do we get to buy food? I mean, I could always buy food. Well, on the note of food, let me eat an egg. Egg. Oh, they buffed eggs. Eggs only used to give EXP, I think. They buffed eggs.
It took considerable effort, but at last I seem to have learned the whole truth. Oh, at last I've learned the whole truth. Attend me, Maple. You have the right to know. For countless generations, the sons and daughters of House Kelligon have pledged themselves to the church, devoted to the faith they are. Many rose to positions of great prominence within the clergy, and, for a time, Countess Isidre de Kelliont was poised to do the same. And when she and her husband celebrated the birth of her firstborn, the futures of their house seemed brighter than ever. That was until years later, when the Inquisitors came. Information gleaned through an interrogation implicated her husband as a heretic. When the Countess confronted him with the allegations, he brought a vial to his lips and completed his transformation. One he proudly declared was decades in the making. The Temple Knights slew him as he tried to rip out her throat. Afterwards, she had Riel locked away in the deepest cell she could find. Madness. What monster thinks to find absolution in her own daughter's death?
You mustn't go. She'll kill you. Basically, the mom was vying for noble power. Her husband had been partaking in had been a member of the dragon cult, and had partaken in dragon blood, made a full transformation into a dragon, and tried to kill her. And then she locked the daughter away in the dungeons.
She'll kill us anyway if we don't. I know what I'm doing, Riel. I have a plan.
Because power is one hell of a drug.
Maple, recall you the dragon's words when she told her of our dark arts. She said that we were tiny beings. Ooh.
Ah.
That there were tiny beings who know a better way. If they can teach us how to harness the abyss, mayhap we can stand against Lady Ystrid and her minions. Unfortunately, I haven't the foggiest who these tiny beings might be.
Hey, yo, oh, I was about to say, we gonna fucking talk to Moogles to learn fucking dark magic? That's sick. In Mogholm? Jesus Christ. That's far. We gotta learn from the Shadow Wizard Money Gang. They love casting spells. Well, if it isn't the new visitors from below, if you're searching for something... Are you searching for something? If so, just ask. I pride myself on being the second most well-informed Moogle here, Kupo. HG's faster? I mean, theoretically, maybe. My, that's a rather grim way of living, isn't it? Can't say I've ever heard of knights so infatuated with darkness. However, I think I might know why she bade you to visit us. Go ahead and fetch your friends. We have an awful lot to talk about, Kupo. That's a Moogle, by the way. Welcome to Mogholm, Kupo. This little one must be Riel, which makes the big one Sid, right?
Yes, I presume you're one of the tiny things whom the dragon spoke. Riel, say something to the Moogle. Riel. Riel!
I'm sick of this charade. You tell me to talk, but then you refuse to listen. Tell me you're doing this for me, but then you go about the darkness and the abyss. Am I supposed to be grateful when you come back covered in blood? When I put you back together so you can do it again? You drag me halfway across the world so you can discover a new way to kill yourself, and you tell me it's for my sake. Why are we here, Sidaguro? Tell me the reason.
Riel, of course it's for your sake.
Well, you certainly have a lot of practice saying it, haven't you? I'm sure the next fair maiden would appreciate it.
What are you saying? It's not like that, Riel. And you say something, damn you.
I don't do that, though. I think I'm beginning to understand this whole darkness concept, Kupo. Harnessing the power of emotions or some such, yes? I'm reminded of an ancient legend about a Moogle named Mog. A rather simple name, I know. But these were simpler times, Kupo. Anyway, the Mog had a penchant for dancing, and...
Wait. What? What does dancing have to do with the dark arts?
Everything, Kupo, everything. The point is, your master was absolutely right when he said he told you to submit to the flame. You just never figured out what he meant by it. Better late than never, Kupo. Master Moogle will show you the way. Master Moggy will show you the way. First, you two Dark Knights need to pull 4 sprigs of palm worth each. Hop to it, Kupo.
I fail to see what purpose this serves, but fine. You'll have your precious palm wort.
Oh, and Riel could stay with us while you're away.
Let's go.
God, he's such an edgy little shit. Ah, what the fuck? Where are we supposed to go? Is it down here? Oh yeah, it's in the cave. We're going to the Goon Cave. Oh no, it's up higher. No, we're up higher. Can we get much higher? Yeah, the Goon Cave. Searching for valuable minerals in the Goon Caves. Seems what? All it seems like to me is that you're a coward. You gotta know where to find the good shit. Oh, we gotta go up here. Okay. No, you're thinking too small. It's about them fine minerals. The top tier memes. Hey, I get lost all the time. That's a normal part of these streams. If you wanted a directionally adept person, you're not gonna find it here. An ethical way to play video games. Boo 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 boo. There's another fucking thing. Looking for some Trussox. Alright, there's one more. The reason why I'm going in the claw is because it's faster. It's faster movement than just sprinting. Well, technically sprinting is faster, but like... sprinting has a limited time period. Actually, no, I think this is faster. I think it's just... sprinting seems faster. Alright, so we gotta drop down into the cave where all the guys are. Where's the fucking drop point? The drop site massacre. Oh, I can't just drop down? Lame. Can we... There we go. Now we can drop down and drop to 1 HP, but we'll be fine. Because we'll regenerate over time. I can break my ankles into a billion pieces, but I'm the warrior of light. I'll get better in, like, approximately a minute. Alright. There you are, darkest one of the dark. Have you brought my palm worts? Common weed whose seeds rattle inside their palm like pods when dried. Neat. Very, very nice, Kupo. That must have kept you busy for a while. For your next trial, you must Call the Tullahans, Kupo. Rather, a lot of them have been sighted on the road to Asa. If you wait there long enough, they're sure to show up, Kupo. Riel? Oh, you needn't worry about her. She's off playing with some friends of mine, Kupo. Just focus on the trial and wait for me in Asa when you're finished. Alright, who are we gonna beat the shit out of? Okay, we gotta head up here. Frog. Bungy frog. Alright. This way. Oh, did I fuck it up? Is that not proper? Am I a fucking fool? Yeah, I have to loop around. Okay. Frog. I know much later on I get a stand, which is really cool. But I'm not going to play Dark Knight for much longer. I'm only going to play their quest, because I heard it's very good. But I'm a Scholar main at heart. I just like healing. Mostly because I can be like the smoker healer, who's like very disappointed in their teammates. Alright. Alright. There we go. Man, they're taking so much more damage. There we go. Alright. How you doing, Dreamcore Warlock? Nice to see you again. Wait, which side is it that we gotta go? Oh, either one works. Okay. Well, I'll go this way. Yeah, we're just finishing up the Dark Knight quest. A lot of things have happened in a very short period of time. We learned that Riel is the daughter of, like, a noblewoman. We learned that, you know, her parents are dragon people. We're learning about the power of emotions. And how to beat ass.
What the hells are we doing, Maple?
Well, I'm happy to see returning viewers.
What could Moogles possibly know about mastering the dark arts?
Mwahaha! Foolish fools!
Right then. What's all this?
While you two were busy gathering palmwort and slaying Tullahans, we kidnapped Riel, Kupo, mwahaha. Yeah, they're playing. Oh yes, Kupo. We had so much fun playing together. So much fun indeed, Kupo. So much fun that we thought we might keep her here forever.
You wouldn't dare.
If you don't believe us, go and look. You'll never find her, Kupo. Not in a million years. Mwahaha, she's ours, Kupo, and you'll never see her again. God, they're such, like, fucking Team Rocket villains.
You furry little shites.
I'm sorry. I can't take this seriously.
Give her back to me now, or I swear I'll kill every last one of you and burn your village to cinders.
God. Jesus Christ. All right. All right. And boop, boop. These guys are easy though, so. And there we go. We beat his ass. Oh, there's more. All right. There we go. Yeah. All right. There we go. And I'll save the Salted Earth for the next fight. Yeah, we are, like, absolutely obliterating their species. All right. He killed them. Youch, you could have really hurt someone carrying on like that, Kupo.
That's the bloody point. Now tell me where she is if you want to live.
Wait. Damn, dude just fell asleep. Eepy little guy. Why do you want her back so badly, Kupo?
What kind of question is that? You kidnapped her.
But you don't seem like you like having her around much anyway. She's just a burden to you. So why do you care what happens to her?
I swore an oath to protect her. That's what we Dark Knights do.
You think that gives you strength enough to protect her? Duty and honor? I'll tell you what you need, Kupo. Whence comes true strength to defend the meek? Is it honor? Is it justice? How bland. I can't fucking sing, so... Could it be that The darkness is born of light, a flame burning for another. How grand! Also, I don't know what the cadence of this is supposed to be. 'Tis love, all-powerful, shining love. So the power was love all along. Literally, Dark Knights run on the power of love.
Rather blunt, I'll admit, but subtlety doesn't seem to be your strong suit.
Oh, god damn it. Wrong voice. It was pointing at him. I wasn't reading who was saying it. Rather blunt, I'll admit, but subtlety doesn't seem to be your strong suit, Kupo.
Real.
Well, here we are. Go on, Riel. Say your piece.
I know you and Frey were trying to do right by your master, and that you came to my defense because you believed it's what he would have wanted. And I know you only did it because you believed it would make you stronger, all because all you truly care about killing more is... What? Because all you truly care about is killing more Temple Knights. I've seen how you look at them, how you curse them under your breath, how you relish every opportunity to cut them down. So don't tell me that it's been for me. Don't tell me that Frey died for me. Everything I've done for my mother and my father. For my master, yes, and most of all for me. I haven't been honest with you, nor myself, and for that I'm sorry. I'll stand for you in this coming trial, but after... whatever happens will be your decision. Good. That's a promise.
The cats called him out. Well, they're Moogles. They're a whole different thing. They're like a magical creature that's like connected to crystals.
Furry little bastards had us fooled, eh?
I mean, I knew from frame one, you're just dumb.
Shame their wisdom's bollocks. I mean, you know, love? That's what you need to harness the abyss? I mean, I suppose there's nothing to be said for caring deeply of your charge, but no. No, I'll not give those cretins even a sliver of credit. This is an utter waste of time, and that's that. Still, I'm glad to have come to an understanding with Riel. We should return to Ishgard. The hour of our trial draws close. Come along, Riel.
Time to return to Ishgard. Oh, I gotta eat another egg. Hold on. I gotta eat another egg when I get there. Egg. Egg. I ate the egg. Alright, so we gotta go down here. Eh. And we gotta head over into the Forgotten Knights. Yeah, I'm really liking this quest so far. Like, it's a much more character-driven quest than a lot of what we've had. Like, you know, the Arcanist quest was all about, like, stopping the slave trade and stuff. Through the power of fiscal auditing. And magic. Magic is a very important part of that.
I was about Riel's age when I came to Ishgard. My parents, they said we'd find a better life here. When the Temple Knights we'd shown mercy returned, they chose to let us choose the order in which we should die. That would be their mercy to us, they declared. I watched my parents kneel in the dirt. Look away, they said, but I could not. At last, when it was my turn, I knelt and prepared to follow them into death. I closed my eyes, and when I opened them, a man in black stood before me, hand outstretched. So I took it. Defend the meek, punish the wicked. Mayhap it was all but a convenient excuse to indulge in vengeance. She deserves better than me, but there's no one else. One more battle, Maple. Let's see it done. Mayhap this final battle can serve as my master intended.
Well, we gotta level up to level 60, and that'll get us the last little ability. Oh, Abyssal Drain is an MP area thing. Okay, let me reorganize my shit, because recast to 60 seconds is crazy. Okay, so we're gonna boop boop move over all our shit a little. There we go. Lock that in. All right, so we're gonna do some roulettes. I know there's a high-level dungeon we can do for some EXP. And then we're gonna do some leveling quest real quick. But yeah, how you doing? I'm gonna drink some water. I've done a lot of talking. It's been a lot. Ah, there we go. I recently got the last Lorwyn. I got the Lorwyn Eclipsed Blight Curse Commander deck. This is gonna be the last Magic purchase I'm making for quite a while. Because like I might buy singles from Strixhaven, but I don't think I'm gonna like buy anything like dedicated from the set. And I'm not like I'll buy like singles from like the crossover, the collaboration sets if they're like interesting, but I'm not buying a whole set for a bunch for like what looks like it's gonna be a lot of limited shaft, where like it's kind of unplayable in any other format. Like Spider-Man had a couple cards that broke out of the limited format of it, like Spidey Sense. But that set overall kind of sucked. Like, for basically, like, 2 cards to break out of the format into, like, other ones and, like, actually be used by normal people, is a bit of an indication of how that went. But the Blight Curse Commander deck is really, really fun and, like, deceptively nasty. Like, when that deck is working as intended, there are really innocuous cards that become super dangerous. Like, Archfiend of Ifnir, Ifnir, I think it's Ifnir or Ifnir, I forget. It is a, card that, like, it's all about weakening everyone else's board state when you discard cards, and a discarder cycle, which is, like, a thing that's a couple of the cards in the deck do, but, like, the real disastrous thing that happens is when you realize, oh, this deck has too much card draw. Like, it's so good at drawing cards that you're discarding down to hand size constantly. So that's the real power of that card, board wiping your opponent at the end of every turn because you drew too many fucking cards. It's so nasty. like, I've not played that color combo yet. I've not played, I think it's Jund is the black, green, red. Yeah, it's really nasty. The Lorwyn, I think, is, like, one of the best in-universe sets we've got in a while. I think Avatar is, like, probably the best set we've gotten in a long time. Like, it's just so... Like, the Avatar set is really, really good. Like, genuinely amazing. Like, just every card in that set felt great to, like, play around with. And it has, I think, one of the best draft environments of any set, where, like, it's very clear what each of the colors does. Like, you got green for earthbending, red for firebending, white for airbending, and blue for waterbending. But they have, like, a little bit of color crossover, too. Yeah, I love Magic. It's, like, my real fucking, like, nerd shit. If you're familiar with Magic gaming terminology, I am an ultimate Johnny player. I love my big combos. I love making decks that are just built around doing synergy and nothing else. Even if it doesn't have a real win con, I just like gradually chipping down people. Because anything can be a win con if you're smart enough. I haven't gotten to play it in a while. It's been a couple months since I got to play, but I do really enjoy it. I probably should find some people to collaborate with for that, because, like, I need another camera for, like, a desk setup, because I currently only have the one. But yeah. Other than that, I've been watching more of the Uma Musume Cinderella Grey. Very, very good anime. Just, yeah, it's good. I don't like all of the components that would make it. Like, if I watched any of those parts individually, I would not enjoy it, because I didn't enjoy the original Uma Musume. I don't enjoy most sports anime. It's really bizarre. I don't get it. I think we'll do this. Oh shit, I accidentally hit Living Dead. It's fine. All right. All right. Oh, this is the Midgar Sormer. All right. All right. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. 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 What the fuck? Why am I not targeting anything? There we go. Alright. Alright, there we go. There we go. Oh, I forgot he has a fucking gun. Ah, shit. Hit the resistance. Hit Shadow Wall. Hit that resistance. We love resistance. All right. All right, tanking good. Final Fantasy is wild. You can have fucking dragons with, like, miniguns. And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's not that absurd when you really think about it, but, like, it's absurd in the context of the world. Alright. Greed. Greed. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, 6 cohort Vanguard. Get killed. Man, they're wheel-weeing. Alright. They're all angry at me. That's good. Alright, there we go. Healing up. They're so mad. They're so angry at me. There we go. There we go. Not so tough. Alright, he's nearly dead. And then... Alright. Magitech gunship. There we go. Oh, wow. That's like a continuous thing. You're gonna keep doing that. Okay. There we go. Shadow Wall. Jesus Christ. All right. There we go. Oh, fucking goddamn it. There we go. Almost there. All right. All right. There we go. Hey. Pizza for dinner? Ooh, yeah. Chinese food's good. Oh, we got Popeye's biscuits. I didn't even notice we had Popeye's biscuits at the party. Alright. For those, yeah. Alright. Alright. Midgar Sormler. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go, and... the Mirage Dragon. All right. Nah, I tanked it. I got Shadow Wall. All right. There we go, and we tank that fine. There we go. Yippee, 1 level. Okay, there we go, and loot. There we go. I got 2 player commendations. We got 2. Okay. So the rest of what we gotta do is just some fucking leveling. Yep. So yeah. A lot of what we're gonna be like a lot of what I have planned in terms of stuff on the channel, I have a lot of different things I want to do. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do them. Like, some of them require a lot of setup, so I got to look into how I'm going to do it. Or they require a lot of, like, a research beforehand. I am going to be continuing the Nuzlocke on Friday and Sunday. That's gonna be something that's like that. Nuzlocks are like a quick and easy thing I could just crank out. Like I have plans for stuff, but I wanna make sure everything's set up for them and that I can provide a good experience. Yeah, the Nuzlocke. So Kyogre happened. Until Generation 5, like, Kyogre was the strongest Pokemon ever. Alright. Alright. Alright, I can just skip that. Oh shit, I'm in the wrong chat. I mean, Kyogre is just a problem. Alright. Hey, what is that supposed to mean? That's a pretty suspect thing just to say. Meh. I mean, I'd prefer if it just meant that I was covered in blood. Bee blood. There we go. All right. Alrighty there. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot Bard has poison arrows. I mean, that's fine. There we go. I didn't escape it. Oh well. There we go. They'll find it eventually. They'll... Yeah, it's mana. The elephant was caged. All right. Oh, Jesus. All right. All right. And there we go. All right. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Meh. That's fine. Ah, there's a key. Oh, you obtained the barracks key. Okay. There we go. Neat. We got all the frostbitten officers beating their ass. Oh, Jesus Christ. They will not stop coming out of the fucking woodwork. Meh. Oh, yeah. Easy. There we go. I would hope they improved in some way. There we go. There we go. When bees will invent doctors? Well, they kind of already do. I mean, the role of a doctor is to kill those who would least benefit the hive, but like, yeah, they do serve a purpose, kind of. They kind of have doctors to kill the sick ones. Ooh, frostbite. We love the frostbite mechanic. Get inside where we don't have to deal with it anymore. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whew. I'm glad my healer came in. There we go. All right. Hailstorm sprites. There we go. Flood of Darkness did pretty good damage all around. I don't want to use the Salt of Earth yet, because I don't know if a boss is going to spawn. Mostly because I don't remember like half the information of this quest. Alright, there we go. Well, no, that's like normal Darwinism. That's like, that's not like social Darwinism. Social Darwinism is like the belief that certain races or groups of people are like superior to others inherently. Oh God. Meh. I mean, it's barely even an ideology. It is, at best, an idea. And... To call it an ideology would be giving it too much credit. Like, social Darwinism is, like, thinly veiled racism in the same way that, like, when I put a sleeve around my card, it's a thinly veiled, card. Like, you can see right through it. It's easy to see. There we go. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. And he's definitely dead. All right. We're so close. Agreed. Agreed. Ooh, I got the Ishgardian Baronet's armor. I wonder what that is. Wait, fuck, what menu is it? Armory chest? Which one's this? Oh, that's pretty cool armor. I actually like that. I like that a lot. The cavalry curse also isn't, like, awful. The custodian coat? Wait, that's a fucking... That's a gladiator paladin? What? That's a fucking paladin equip? And we got, like... Oh, wait, shit. Recommended gear. There we go. Update gear set. Oh, it's recommending that. Oh, yeah, because we are 59. So we'll put on the glamour plate. Oh, we got a hairpin of fending? What the fuck is that? I can't even see it. Nah. Okay, so... How many more leveling quests will we have to do? I think only a handful. Oh. All right, there we go. Oh, this quest. I don't even have to fucking think for this one. If my healer's there. Oh, it's a scholar. Oh, thank God. I can just pull to my heart's content. It's great. We love to see it. There we go. What the fuck? Oh, it's paralyzed. Oh, I didn't know you grabbed it. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's not like any of these fights are not particularly hard. Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. I just looked at the clock. Yeah, we got plenty of time. Well, actually, we only have like an hour. Hopefully, we can finish it within the hour. I'll go a little longer, if necessary, because I do want to finish it tonight. Okay, we missed. There we go. Going all right. I just gotta level up one more time, and then I can finish up at least the Heavensward section of the quest. Because I finished up Heavensward, so... How you doing, Ralia Merith? I think I've seen you in one of these streams before. Alright. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do think I've seen... you before. I think you showed up during the first one of the Dark Knight Quest ones. Yeah, unfortunately my ring is going to stop being the tutorial ring is going to stop being useful going forward. Because I am level 65 on Scholar, I think. I can check right after this. Yeah, Scholar is my main. I like Scholar the most, honestly. Oh, no, it's a reference to the Norns of Nordic mythology, which are the three Norns are the Weavers of Fate. But, nice to know there is a fellow magic awearer. I'm not even going to say fan, necessarily. And I just like the name Maple. There was no particular, like, cardboard Fortnite. I appreciate certain crossovers. I think that the Final Fantasy and the Avatar crossovers are good examples of Magic crossovers. I think that, like, Star Trek kind of sucks because it makes it feel like Edge of Eternity's only existed so that the Star Trek set could be validated within the Magic setting. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not a big fan of, because, like, my main concern was how many characters do you have to make cards of, and to be honest, not that many. So there's, like, 5 Leonardos in the set. And, like, if there's interesting singles, I'll get singles in the aftermarket, but I won't, like, buy sets. I really enjoyed drafting Avatar, though. Avatar was a very, very fun set. I think it's one of the best sets that come out in years, honestly. There was so much passion put into it. And, like, I'm a big fan of my, like, big plane sets. So, like, Zendikar, well, Return to Zendikar is, like, I think, like, Return to Zendikar and Oath of the Gatewatch is, like, my favorite block. And then from there, like, well, actually, my favorite block, I love Ravnica. I adore Ravnica. Oh wow, that's a long way. Suck at deck building. I'm not awful at deck building. Like one of my favorite decks I ever built was my Arcades Defender deck, which was like, it was built around bullying the richest player at the table. Like, if you spent too much money on the game, it would really punish you, and it's a real good budget deck too. At some point, I gotta like acquire some of the cards again, because I got the new Azban Defender deck, well, the new Azban deck from Tarkir Dragonstorm, because it's just a very good Defender deck. I mostly get Commander. It's the really only format I play. Mainly because, like, Standard is too expensive, and Commander makes it so, like, I can use all my cards. To escape, yeah, that always, I think, is a very good comparison. Yeah, like, I actually started off Magic in Theros. Theros was my start, which meant I have, like, very strong memories of Ravnica, because Return to Ravnica was, like, immediately after Theros, I think, or it was, like, right before. It was really close to the Theros block, so I did get to play a lot with a lot of cards from that, and my first deck was actually Orsov Enchantments. I played, the big strategy in the deck was trying to get out Archetype of Finality and Archetype of Heroism, which gave all my creatures First Strike and Death Touch, and none of my opponent's creatures could have First Strike and Death Touch. It was super expensive to put out, but in terms of mana, but, like, I had decent mana bases, because, like, Orsov was actually kind of good at, like, searching for... Like, Orsov had good cards, overall. Like, having the ability to regen your life that you spent burning for cards was really fun. And then I got really into Simic for a while, because I really liked +1/+1 counters. Um... I gotta put on grits. I think my favorite deck strategy right now, I've always stuck around like white color identity because I really like some of the cards in white. I'm mainly a is it? It's Asban, right? It's blue. Yeah, Asban's blue, white. I mostly play decks with blue and white in them. Though I kind of play every color. Sometimes I'm just feeling different colors. I've been moving into Izzet a lot as well because I pulled a Vivi Olathander like back when the Final Fantasy set came out, and I was super excited to build a commander deck with him. Just because, like, he snowballs really quickly. And that makes him fun. I'm glad that, like, we are getting returns to some beloved sets like Lorwyn, but it is kind of a, well, we could have gotten this, like, a decade ago. Because I think it's been like 15 plus years since Lorwyn came out. It's something crazy. Honestly, that would kind of go hard. Magic needs more like IP stuff that it does other than the card game. Because, like, there was that Magic TV show, which is probably never coming out. Like... Alright. Honestly, yeah, like, a Magic the Gathering... Try not to spin bosses around? What? Alright, let me pull aggro of this one. Breath attacks disrupts positionals for melees and can change the position, which can be pretty inconvenient. Oh, okay. See, I've only played a healer. So, like, I don't think about boss positioning and stuff like that. I just think about where I am. So, all this tank stuff is new to me. I'm just doing this for the Dark Knight quest because I heard it was good. Like, I'm a scholar main at heart. Like... Kind of nothing I can do can fuck it up unless I'm, like, over-healing and not doing enough DPS. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. Oh, I gotta hit a defensive ability. Yeah, I have noticed that, like, sometimes the indicator doesn't actually tell you information about it. Like, it'll give you an orange thing, but it won't tell you that it's happening multiple times, or, like, that you're gonna be, like... I just wish there was a thing that was like, this one's gonna do a status condition, so sometimes you don't want to tank that, because I know there's some avoid, like, moves that it's better to tank in bosses than try to avoid, because you just walk into the next move that's worse. Oh, it's fine. Like, I am, like, totally new to MMOs. I literally play MMOs completely isolated. I don't play with the other people and their knowledge. The only, like, friend I have who plays FF14 is, like, completely done with the game. So, like, they were doing the like, new raids, the new raid series that just came out, so... Alright, gonna get the health, Dark Mind it. What the fuck? Why is it? Oh shit. There we go. Gotta put up 2 defenses. I know I probably only needed 1, but, like, we're almost done with the fight, so... I've also, like, literally never done a raid before. Shit. Like, I've done, like, difficult fights, but I've never done, like, a proper raid before, because I heard, like, there's these savage raids, and I don't know how to access those. I don't do nearly as much exploration as I should, just because I am trying to, like, catch up. going on here? Oh, the pillar. Yeah, like, unless I have a thing tagged, like, no spoilers or, like, blind playthrough, I'm okay with advice and stuff. Because anything that'll help make the game more enjoyable for myself. There we go. Just... Oh, like, I would love a, like, Baldur's Gate style game set in Ravnica, where you, like, choose your guild and you have a different story corresponding to, like, what guild you chose. That would sound awesome. I wouldn't want Larian to take it anymore, because Larian's on their AI shit. The CEO just doesn't understand art at all. It's like, you guys made a generational piece of art that's like one of the most impressive games ever made. And you were not satisfied. You had to go, let's do AI. Because AI is pretty hype, guys. Aren't we cool and hip? Eh. Wait, you didn't like Baldur's Gate 3? Wait, it was the hardest? I didn't think it was that hard. Well, like, okay, so what kind of build were you doing? Have you played Dungeons & Dragons before? That actually does make a huge difference. Because 5e is pretty easy if you know how to play it. Like, if you just want to get through the game, I can give you a couple build suggestions. Because a lot of the encounters in Baldur's Gate 3 require you to, like, look at menus, understand, like, the way boss encounters are structured, and to, like, have the right, tactics for the situation. Your party is also very important. The first thing I always do is change, I love die rolls in gaming, but then again, I'm a fucking, like, roguelike enjoyer. I, like, sleep, breathe, and eat roguelikes. So I love randomization. Oh, well, yeah, I do understand that, but... I understand that, like, complaint. I like the randomness because it means, like, when things go well, they can go very well. When things go poorly, they can go very poorly. Like, I've played tabletop RPGs for years. I started out with, I believe Dungeons & Dragons 3.5, maybe 3rd edition? One of the two. And I got into Pathfinder very soon after. Settings wheel near the chat bar. Okay. First red box. Or is it this first red box? Skip playback of viewed. Oh! Okay. I didn't know that was the thing. Oh my god, so much experience. Jesus Christ. And we get the armor coffer. And we get carve and spit.
Countess Isidre's missive arrived while you were away. We're here in the western... We're to meet her in the Western Highlands, away from prying eyes. She's gone to great lengths to conceal her husband's deeds, so it comes as no surprise she'd prefer to set this in secret. Maple, I don't know what's waiting for us out there, but if aught should happen to me, pray keep Riel safe. Right then, I believe she wanted a word with you before we left.
All right.
I wouldn't have made it this far without you, Maple. I want you to know that I'm truly grateful for the time we shared. You, Sidaguru, and Frey taught me so much about the world, and what it means to fight for another. And what it means to fight for yourself. We're going to finish this together, the three of us.
Naught else to say, really. To the twin pools, then. Let's not keep the Countess waiting.
We're gonna teleport to those fucking twin pools in Falcon's Nest. Oh, and we have flight there, I think. Yeah, I've literally been playing for, like, months, and I didn't know about the skip playback. So that is insanely helpful. Yeah, I am excited for Ardo target swap. I might have had it at some point, but I had to reinstall it because I had to, like, restart my entire computer. Like, fully reset it and all the files on it. Because there was, like, some issues that were happening with it. Oh, okay. Settings, target. Targets automatically lock on target when initiating auto attack. Oh, auto target according to what? Okay. Closest range. Okay. Cone? Okay. Well, I don't want this necessarily for... I'm not playing this class forever. Like, I'm only playing it to do the Dark Knight quest. Okay. Does that apply to allies as well, or no? Because I've always been wondering if there was, like, a more convenient way to swap targets for healing. Like, if there was a way I could, like, queue up my party members to the number pad or something. Because it feels like there's a lot of convenient stuff for offense, but not a whole lot of convenient stuff for the healer. I mean, that's why I have my party menu so big, so I can just click on the icons, but...
It seems we're early, though not as... It's not as... Well, it's not as though I have pressing business elsewhere. Enjoy a moment's respite with me.
F1, 2, 3... Whoa. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's too much, like, reaching for me. I can't do that on, like, a regular basis. I can't, like, even use number keys in games, usually. Just because, like, I don't have the coordination with my fingers to do that. It's why I have to, like, manually click on everything. Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to play this game.
You came a wise decision. You have his eyes, his nose, his lips. Every time I look at you, I see more and more of him, and it sickens me.
Riel is not her father. You had no right to punish her for what he did.
Who are you to stand in judgment of me? I have every right. I bore that monster into this world, and by the Fury I shall send it to the 7th hell. If you're so bloody fond of it, you can follow it there.
It's just us now, no one else. Remember Frey's conjury. Protect us and we'll protect you. Right then.
Oh, right then.
Sorry, wrong character. Oh my god. Blah. I was stuck in so many voices. We're pulling tank. Yeah, I'm gonna, yeah. Oh, I got stunned. Ah. They're all mad at me. Alright, we're gonna beat up the infantry. Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, there we go. Jesus Christ. All right. All right. What am I inflicted with? Oh, it's blind. That's what's stopping me from targeting her with stuff. She's nearly dead. There we go. We beat an abusive mother to death. Congratulations, guys. We did it. The power of love achieved. I'm not very good at exertion noises, especially with voices that deep.
Damn you. Get out of my way. Why? Why? Why do you care so much what happens to it?
You're not the first person to ask me that. Once, you might have understood. For everything that you are, that you've done, you're still her mother. Go. We shall not meet again.
Oh, but we will. We will, Knight. I promise you that. I'll follow you to the ends of the world if I must. So long as it lives, I must. Don't you see, fool? The Fury wills it. The Fury wills it.
Yeah, she's gotten, like, full zealot.
Riel? How great you love for her. Far greater than any you bore to me, ever bore me. Sorry. For a long time, I prayed for forgiveness. I prayed you'd take me into your arms and hold me as you did before. But I know that shall never come to pass. I'll pray for you, Mother, that you might find peace in her halls. Oh, Halon, receive us this woman, your hovel servant. Raise her up to your bosom, and grant her glory everlasting.
Fuck, that's dark.
So, what now? We go back to Ishgard. Together.
As you wish.
Because I don't have the funky, fresh PC, they still have the rectangles. They're still very blocky. But I must make myself presentable, so that is a sacrifice I have to make. Alright, Oh, it's over there. Okay. Down we go. And up here.
It all seems so simple in retrospect. The moment I stopped trying to find the answer, there it was. All that anger, all that rage, born of a fervent desire to protect that which we most hold dear.
So you're still committed to your path, then?
And you, if you'll have me.
You'll need to talk to me more, and listen. I can't stand in silence, you know. There's no shame in sharing the weight, Sid. We can bear it together, for ourselves and for others.
All right, then. The two of us will manage on our own. There may be others who know of Riel's heritage, but if they come, we'll be ready. Granted, we should simply leave Ishgard, but that would leave the people at the mercy of the powers that be. Can't do that now. I cannot do that now, and neither can Riel, I think.
And TV shows you liked a lot. Ooh, I'll finish up this dialogue, and then I'll answer that question.
All we need is a cause, Maple, so what will yours be, and for whom will you stand?
I'm the hero. I gotta give the hero dialogue.
And so you shall. To walk the path is to suffer. To sacrifice, justice demands no less. but we must never lose sight of why we chose to walk it. Gods help me, those Mughals were onto something, weren't they?
Yippee! Once you've done so, the next start... Oh. So we continue with him. Oh, neat. Alright. So yeah, TV shows. I have a lot of different shows I like. Most of them are anime. Because I'm a fucking weeb. I mean, couldn't you tell? Ooh. Personality defining, if we're gonna go that route. Studio Trigger has me, like, in a chokehold. I cannot live without them, apparently. It all started with, Gurren Lagann. That, like, it technically, that was Gainax, but everyone knows it was Trigger. Everyone who worked on it is still part of, well, most of who worked on it is a part of Studio Trigger. Like, that is considered to be arguably the first Studio Trigger anime. Gainax was falling to pieces anyway. So, yes, it is an answer to Evangelion, but it is also an answer... It's not just an answer to Evangelion. It is a figuring out, like, aspects of the human condition that are, like, very important and universal. Like, Gurren Lagann is an immensely nihilist show. Like, not in a traditional, like, nihilism doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I give up on everything, nothing matters. It is an acceptance that everything that they are doing towards the, like, the spiral and its cycle will eventually take humanity, and the acceptance of that, of, like, there's nothing we can do about that, but we're going to do what we can while we have the time. Like, it is a show that, yes. Well, Evangelion isn't necessarily nihilist. It plays around with nihilist ideals, specifically with Gendo. Gendo is an immensely nihilistic person, and that is eventually explained in later pieces of media, because he was not really given the time of day in the original series, because, budget. But, like, Evangelion is existential, and it's dreadful, but it's not nihilistic. It is hopeful throughout. It's just not all the characters know where that hope is. They're aware that there's hope, but they're unable to identify it, which is where a lot of the despair from that show comes from. I really enjoy, in terms of other things that deal with the human condition, Frieren is excellent. Frieren is such a good show. It is I think it has one of the greatest soundtracks of all time. I would argue even the greatest. Evan Call does an excellent job with that soundtrack. Even though it has a storied and troubled history, to the point that I would tell you, do not read the source material under any circumstances. Made in Abyss has to be my favorite anime of all time, despite all its problems. Because nothing has captured the draw for me of Eldritch Horror. Of, like, yeah, it's Eldritch Horrors beyond your comprehension, but you want to find out, don't you? And also the, like, horrifying implications of the world building, where it's like, the reason why children are sent into the abyss is a, like, multifold thing that makes you realize so much about the society that is built around the pit. Like, the reason why children are sent down there for, like, the two main reasons is, like, three main reasons. One, children pick up things very quickly and they learn things fast. So they are likely to modern anime. Not enough mid-30s serious. I think there is enough of those. You just gotta know where to look. There are plenty of stories about, like, adulthood. And, like, being an adult. Now, like, the primary characters are usually, like, if they're an adult, they're around their mid-20s, is usually the max. And that's just because that's the primary viewing audience of anime in Japan. So, like, it's going to be geared towards, like, it's teenagers and, like, 20-year-olds is the primary viewing audience of anime in Japan. So, obviously, stuff is going to cater towards that, especially when it has something to say to that audience specifically. ReZero is a great example of that, where it's like, yeah, Hikikomori's, yeah, shit sucks, but, like, you are doing this as much to yourselves as the world has done it to you. SAO is the most aggressively mid-anime of all time. It will, like, it's fascinating. I have like watched it so many times because it is a really interesting case study in Reki Kawahara did not let that series be good. Like, whenever it had a good idea, he would pick the most mid way to conclude it. Or a bad way to balance out how good the concept was. I don't know what he was on. Like, original SAO is a fucking mess, and Fairy Dance, oh my god, don't even get me started on Fairy Dance. Fairy Dance is, like, one of the worst anime arcs of all time. It's like, incomprehensible. You know it's bad when the abridged parody, SAO Abridged, makes a significantly better, like, they make the best of it, and not just the best of it, better. Like, legitimately good. They took that dog shit and worked it into something decent. And I would even say good, like, incredible. What they do with the original plot lines is, and the way they integrate the bits into the world building is incredible. There is Cleavites, which recently came out. Cleavites is very good. It has, like, some, like, yeah, no, it's got cutesy stuff and all that, but, like, it is a, like, dark fantasy meant to be, like, an anime that aired in the 90s. Like, the whole thing is stylized and animated in a way that's meant to... Like, it's obviously using modern techniques, because it would be unreasonable to expect a studio to use 90s techniques now. Especially for, like, if they want the series to be seen by people. Like, I like stuff that takes risks. I like stuff that has fun with itself, though, too. Like, I love Madoka Magica. I can't wait for the Wapashnaut Rising movie. Mature tones since the 70s through the 90s? Hit to say, I would argue that isn't true. I think that there are incredible series that talk about... They're not, like, mature in the edgy way. They're mature in the, why aren't we having this conversation? Or have you thought about things from this perspective kind of way? I think Chainsaw Man is an excellent way of... like, it has an excellent way of looking at... what makes a human is a big part of it. Kind of expounding upon Tatsuki Fujimoto's thesis in Fire Punch to a much more, like, expanded scale with higher stakes, of course. And, like, a lot of what Chainsaw Man talks about is, like, sexual and romantic maturity. which is not something that's addressed for guys a lot. Like, guys don't really get that treatment that they're expected to have. I mean, Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans is pretty bad, man. You gotta watch Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. Shit gets dark in that. I mean, as expected, it's an anime about child soldiers, like, much like the original Gundam. But it likes to it spends some time playing around with the politics of it all, and like the Mars Earth divide and all the stuff going into that. I really like Iron Blooded Orphans. Also, incredible soundtrack. Worth watching just for the soundtrack. So good. I literally listen to, like, Gundam, Iron Blooded Orphans, and Freerun songs on my normal playlist that I just listen to all the time. I know what you mean, but, like, I bounced off of a lot of, like, 70s and earlier anime because, like, there was a tone, but it didn't feel like there was enough going in. Like, it was very rare to find something that would address what it's like to live in that world. Like, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, I have yet to watch. I have heard is very good. I watched Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell is a good movie, but, like, it's something I only watch every once in a while. I don't, like, it's not a movie I'm excited to go watch again. Like, it's a good movie. I really love I think it's like a 2-minute scene where there's just music, no dialogue. It's great. And environments. Great section of the movie. Oh, only TV serial? I haven't watched Standalone Complex. I caught, like, an episode or two, but I didn't know what was going on, because it's, like, a serialized series, so I didn't, like, if I missed an episode of Ghost in the Shell, you can't really, like, be expected to know what's going on. It's a very, like, shit happens in that show. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is amazing. Watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Studio Trigger Joint. That has all the vibes you're looking for if you haven't watched that. That's like in my top 10. I could confidently... Then again, like 3 Trigger anime are in my top 10. Didn't care for the designs. Yeah, I mean, that's just, like, Studio Trigger, I really like their aesthetic. So, like, I was all over it from frame 1. Like, I was going to watch it because it's Studio Trigger that made it. And honestly, they're doing their best work adapting stuff, to be honest. Like, like Edge Runners and Delicious in Dungeon are, like, 2 of their best anime ever. And they're adaptations, like... Liked Redline. I gotta watch Redline. It's, like, one of the... It's kind of hard to find, that's the problem. I don't know if it's on Crunchyroll. I didn't check if I was on Crunchyroll, but, like, it is... I wish I could buy Blu-rays, but Blu-rays are too expensive for anime. Like, I understand why they're priced that way. I wish they weren't. Is the matter. Like, they shouldn't have to be priced that way. The anime industry is kind of fucked like that. But yeah, I personally, like, I think that Cyberpunk Edge Runners is their best work thus far. It's going to be really hard to beat that. Like, it was a super strong 10 episodes. Like, I watched it the entire time, and I was, like, fully engaged. Like, sometimes I'll look at my phone when I watch anime. I know it's good when I never check my phone. Like, because I have, like, some attention. I have some attention things. Autism's weird. ADHD, maybe. Squicky? I don't know what squicky means. I don't think I've heard that term before. Uncomfortable. I could understand that. Luckily, we have other games like Expedition 33 and, like, if you still want the Persona vibe, there's, what is it called? Metaphor Refantasio. Like, I understand that. I'm always able to put myself in that headspace. Also, being Arrow Ace does kind of paint my viewpoint where, like, I don't intentionally engage romances in games. I always accidentally stumble into them. Like, I've never found romance in real life to be appealing. So why would I find it appealing in video games? Like, I bounced off of Persona. Yeah. I mean, I think the main thing, like, I think people aren't even, like, that's an afterthought for people. Like, they don't even, most people playing Persona don't even think about the like, ogling young girls thing. Like, it's a thing of, like, I want a Persona game because I want adult social links. I want to talk to, like, adults at a bar and, like, argue real shit. Like, have people have the life experience to have real shit happen. It would just feel more impactful if we had a Persona game where everyone was adults. And you know what's the most insulting thing? The Persona 5 fighting game, they're all in college. They're all, like, college and adult age. But you don't get to experience any of their story, really. You barely get a, like, taste of their story. So it, like, Atlas just gave Arc System Works a full ride to fucking, like, just tease people over that, essentially. Like, I think there's a lot of nuance in, like, newer media. And I know a lot of people write off newer media if they grew up with the older shit. Whereas I grew up with everything. Like, I kind of grew up out of time in a lot of ways. Because I didn't have access to modern media until much later in life. Like, honestly, I've been catching up on everything in the last, like, 7 years. To be quite honest. There's a lot of stuff I missed. So I'm getting to, like, just get to experience all the things that I enjoy. And I also get to sit there with the unbiased perspective, unclouded by time, to say stuff like, yeah, I didn't enjoy Trigun. I like the remake significantly more. Because the remake has a plot that I can follow and characters I'm invested in, whereas the original just felt like a gag manga that wasn't particularly that funny, in my opinion. I've heard Trigun gets very good in the last half, but I couldn't get past episode 5. And, like, Cowboy Bebop is good, but, like, I struggled to get through certain episodes because, like, it felt like every other episode was really good. And then it was just kind of like, yeah, that's a Cowboy Bebop episode every once in a while. Designed worse visually and looks like... Oh, no. I actually really like its aesthetics. Studio Orange does an incredible job with it. And they had to... Well, and think about it this way. They had to simplify the designs to make them move as dynamically. Like, they're 3D models. There's a lot they have to account for. So there has to be some simplification happening in that process. What can I say? I like Twink Vash the Stampede. I'm fine with that design. in terms of design and aesthetics, I think they're both like equal to me. They check different boxes. Like I wouldn't say that Trigun, like Trigun's aesthetics, like everything surrounding Trigun, I really enjoyed. I just didn't like the experience of watching it. I think there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of really good, like, remakes have the potential to do interesting stuff. Like, I would even consider Scott Pilgrim Takes Off to be a remake, and one that, with the creator's involvement, I would hazard to say is superior to the original, as it kind of solved all my problems with Scott Pilgrim. Also, we love a Science Saru joint. It wasn't gonna fail in the animation department with Science Saru at the wheel. They're animating Dandadan too, so like, they just animate Peak. There's nothing they could go wrong with. They did Ping Pong too. They're a very versatile studio. I think that there is, like, when it comes to like a Disney remake, that's a cynical remake. Like, there's no passion behind a Disney remake. It is, well, we need to renew the IP. Whereas, like, if a remake is coming out of anime, 90% of the time, it's a labor of love. So I'm all for it. Because, like, you can tell when a studio is English dubbing, only dub, swearing, because American swearing is S tier. Okay, that I can fight you on, because sometimes swears work better in the Japanese version. JoJo's, some of the jokes only work because, Johnny is American. So he speaks English while everyone else speaks Japanese sometimes. And it's funny because, like, there is a specific cadence that you know the voice actor in the booth had so much fun swearing. It's not that, yeah. Well, I watch subs. I only watch a dub if the dub was specifically like, I watched the Edge Runners dub. I watched Bakano in the dub. I watched, like, basically if something takes place in America, I'm watching the dub. That's, yeah. There's no way I'm not watching the dub if it takes place in America. That's, what are we doing here? But, like, I think that there is Black Lagoon. I have not watched Black Lagoon. That is one I have yet to get around to, mainly because I'm watching a lot of different anime right now. This season is packed as fuck. There's new stuff, there's old stuff coming back, like, I'm busy. We need a calmer season for me to go back to some classics. Because I am swamped. I'm also watching Uma Musume, Cinderella Grey, which is an excellent sports anime. So good. Like, the normal Uma Musume anime, dog shit, unwatchable. Cinderella Grey, peak, amazing. I think that, like, about Keijo,
Keijo. I think I know what Keijo is. I'm not sure. That's one I'm kind of iffy on. I would know it if I saw it, but, like, just the name, that's not necessarily ringing a bell. Let me look it up. Oh, it's that one? Eh. I've heard it gets, like, ridiculous and it's fun. Like, I don't really... Fan service really doesn't do anything for me. Like, when I see it, it's just a thing that happens on the screen. It's not like I'm completely nonplussed when I see fan service. If it contributes to a good joke, like, I will appreciate that they went there for the joke. But, like, just fan service on its own doesn't really do anything. And I know Keijo, like, uses it entirely for bits. And like, other anime references. But yeah, I think that... I think that there is a lot of just good anime out there. 100 Girlfriends is absurd, but it is definitely worth a watch. I think it's like 100 Girlfriends and the Kaguya-sama manga, because the anime is like skipping a whole bunch of shit. They're literally skipping like the character development of 2 characters. It's crazy. It's nuts, and they better give us something. Because Kaguya-sama is, I would argue, the best romance anime of all time. It's so excellently done. And then there was, like... Oh yeah, Oshinoko is by the same writer. Oshinoko dropped the ball so hard. So quick, honestly. Like, I didn't care about Oshinoko when it was, like... the mystery bullshit. I wanted to get into the nitty-gritty of the entertainment industry. That's what I was there for. Because that was the most fascinating parts and where all the, like, character writing came from. All the mystery shit was just like, okay, why is this still here? Like, I stopped caring about it after, like, episode 3 came out. I was like, oh yeah, his mom died or whatever. He's like a reincarnated mom. Well, he reincarnated and his mom died. Okay, that's sick. Tell me about those. Oh yeah, like, I'm okay with it if it's there. Like, I'm not gonna be like, this game needs to appeal to me. But I'm also not gonna be like, oh, why is there the titty here? It's like, yeah, women have tits, whatever. How dare a woman have a pair of breasts? But, you know, you've got those, like... You got the... I know it's not an American studio, it's a Korean studio, but, like, fucking Stellar Blade, which is just, like, we have Near at home. Like, the non-movement surrounding Stellar Blade was the funniest stuff to watch. Because it was like, guys, Stellar Blade is saving gaming by giving us attractive women. And it's like, okay, whatever. Like, the fact that you cannot find any woman who is physically fit in any way or looks like a real person attractive is crazy. I know the person who modeled for Stellar Blade is a model. And, like, yeah, they look good. Cool. Glad to see them get work and be in that game.
But yeah, like there's so much discourse surrounding like we gotta make games for gamers. And it's always so funny because all of their takes make them sound so lame. Like Nier Automata was a good game, but it was made by Platinum, and they also made Bayonetta, so like, yeah, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. They made Metal Gear Rising, and Mistral exist. Like, Platinum Games has a type of woman they like to make. And 2B fits into that category. Of course they were going to make a world full of robot maids. Well, that was Yoko Taro's doing, honestly. But Yoko Taro's like a fucking insane person who hates gamers. He loves that you buy his games. I don't really see that. Like, yeah, it's just people. Like, I never think about a character's attractiveness when I look at them. If it comes up, I'll be like, wow, that's a very attractive character. But otherwise, I'm not thinking about it. Like, I think Aloy looks fine. She looks like a person who would survive in her era of fucking post-apocalypse caused by robot dinosaurs. And then there's, like, MJ from the Spider-Man 2 game. Yeah, she looks like a fucking woman her age. Like, I've never understood... I have never understood the argument of, like, uglifying, like, people in games. I think people just look like people, and they've been getting better at making people look like people. It's better that art is representing life. I mean, not everyone looks attractive. Fuck, I played Dark Souls for the longest time. Most of those characters are fucking ugly as shit. Even, like, beautiful people in Dark Souls look kind of freakish. Like, I think that, like, you need to give the audience what your message is, like, and what your artistic intent is. That's the most important thing. Fuck, I played Angband. Angband is literally just fucking ASCII art. And it's a really great... It's just Rogue, but Lord of the Rings themed. And it looks great. For what it is. Like, it does all the job that it needs to do. Like, there are a lot of accusations thrown around about what American devs are doing, and it's like, no... Yeah. There's a lot of... Unfortunately, like, a lot of these arguments are disingenuous. And, like, part of my perspective on the matter is, like, I'm glad we're getting games where people look like real people. Like, for the longest time... software couldn't support that. Like, I like it when someone has a kind of misshapen face with a lot of pores and shit, and I can see that and know what they might have gone through in life. Like, that's really awesome. The power of that, it can be a very powerful thing. And, like, we already had the technology to make beautiful people for years. Let's fucking try making some weirdos. Like, yeah. Like, personally, I don't play games. Like I said before, I don't really play games to, like, find attractive characters or whatever. Like, if their story is cool and the only way to access most of that story is through a romance path, I'll do it. But like there's no desire to do that from my perspective. Like, also, I am like a functions gamer. Like, I have never bought a cosmetic in my life. If I got into a game, it's because I liked the original design of the character, not because I liked their skin. I've never, ever gotten into a game for a skin. Like, skins have actually turned me off of games, honestly. Like, if they push skins too hard. And it also has caused some, like, moral dilemmas for me, because, like, I like to play little indie games, and sometimes they're free-to-play games where the only financial incentive they have is cosmetics. I've actually never either been for escapism or immersion. I just want to play a fucking game. I just want to have fun. Immersion's my preferred. But it's just like, I can have fun being confronted with like horrifying reality. Like I sometimes seek out games with really like morbid or like shit that hit a little too close to home stories, because that's a way to that can help me digest them. Like, I know there have been some games that like I know I can't play because it's like I'm not ready to handle, like, explore that part of either the human experience or myself yet. Like, there are certain games I'm like, that sounds really cool. Not for me at this current moment. There will be a time and a place for that game. Some of them even sit in my Steam library. Like... Oh, well, like, I liked Elden Ring because Elden Ring Elden Ring is not its own world. Elden Ring is a legacy of FromSoft. It plays on a lot of the same tropes that that FromSoft games played off of. It combines all the mechanics, all the best mechanics of every game. It blows out the world to this massive proportion, and gives you so much freedom within that world to explore every part of it. Like, it wasn't escaping into a new world. It was something familiar. It was like a home-cooked meal. The prawn guy is Elden Ring. He's the guy cooking his prawns, and he's just comforting to talk to, and you can buy prawns from him. That's what Elden Ring is. It's a nice warm hug that beats you over the head with a spiked bat over and over. But you love it because that's what you expected. Like, I was surprised at how much of FromSoft was in Elden Ring. Like, it wasn't a new experience, and in the fact that it wasn't a new experience, so many elements of it were new, in the way all of those old things came together. Elden Ring is definitely like a favorite game of mine. I have fully beaten it. I unfortunately fought Consort Radahn on New Game Plus, because I had accidentally started New Game Plus before the DLC came out. So that was fun. I also beat him pre-nerf, before they, like, nerfed his fucking flashbang that he covers the screen in. And they, like, made some of his attacks easier to read and dodge. I'm very proud of myself that I did it. I did it with magic, but I beat it. Like, I don't care. I played a support role. I played multiplayer. Which, honestly, multiplayer is not advised for Consort Radahn. Holy shit. That health makes a huge difference. Like, your party is, like, fucking chipping just tiny little pieces off of him with your biggest attacks. I would say, for me, it's Elden Ring, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and that's all the games I have played. Dark Souls 3 ranks above because Bloodborne was a little annoyingly esoteric. Like, I understood why it was doing what it was doing, but it was just like, okay, just fucking tell me where it is. Like, I don't feel like fucking solving your riddles 3 just to make it to the next area, because I literally don't know where I'm supposed to go, so I'm gonna look it up on the wiki. Like, Bloodborne was a little too esoteric. I appreciate why it was, but it was just like, I'm not solving this fucking puzzle. I've been here for fucking 3 hours, and I don't know where to go. Fucking wiki away. I don't think things are going to go above Bloodborne, if I'm being honest. Things are probably going to go below Bloodborne. I have fought Dark Souls 1 and 2 bosses in Night Rain, and I can tell you they are the least enjoyable bosses in that game. So I'm not looking forward to playing those games when I don't have the advanced toolkit that I have in Night Rain. Night Rain I don't even consider level design. Yeah. I know Dark Souls 1 is more Metroidvania-like than the others. Because, like, it's a lot more shortcut looping-oriented. Dark Souls 3 has my favorite weapon in media. The Farron Greatsword is my favorite weapon ever. It's so fucking incredible. Just everything about it I love. Like, I will play all of the FromSoft games at some point on the channel, and when I get to Farron Greatsword, you know that's an auto-equip, and that's all that's staying on me. I'm never swapping. The Gale's Sword is a close second in Dark Souls 3. I loved the Straight Sword in the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. That's a really close, like, second favorite FromSoft weapon. It goes Farron Greatsword, yeah, the Milady. The Milady specifically with the stance Art of War. That sword felt incredible. Even after it got nerfed, it was still incredible. Like Greatsword, yeah. Yeah, I forgot the category. I literally haven't played Shadow of the Erdtree in 2 years. Like, I haven't touched Elden Ring in 2 years. Because I've just been busy with Night Rain. Or, has it been 2 years? Since I beat Consort Radon, I haven't touched it. Because, like, I had done, like, everything in that game. So, like, going through in another New Game Plus wasn't really worth it to me. Or at least everything I wanted to do. I didn't do everything, but, like, I did everything that I was comfortable with putting down the game with. Because I think it's absurd to do everything in Elden Ring. That's too much. No one should be expected to do that. But yeah, the light Greatsword, the Milady. So it's Farron Greatsword, Milady, and honestly, the Gale Sword's really good. I forget the name of it. It's not the Executioner's Greatsword, even though it is the same sword with a different model. It's like an altered model. Because it has the same moveset, except it has a different special. I really like the art, the weapon art on that. It's so good. But yeah, I think I'm gonna clock out for the night. I'll be on tomorrow for a Pokemon White 2 Nuzlocke, random lock actually. Hopefully we can get through 2 more gyms tomorrow. But yeah. I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna drink some water and maybe have a snack, and then I'll be out for the night. Let me see if there's anyone streaming right now. On YouTube. Okay. I'll drop this link in chat. For anyone, a fellow VTuber is streaming, Hightail right now. So I'll drop you the chat over to there. And yeah, see y'all later.